Hello, this is Sylvie Anchor, and you're watching Study Sunday here on Silver Anchor. And today's prompt word is disgusting for October 11th. And we're just going to do a speed paint here of what I was inspired by. I've been watching some Kitchen Nightmares lately, and it's a favorite and gross part of the show when he goes through the food supplies and finds mold and pests, which is what we're going to draw today. But these prompt words, I've actually was inspired last month. I started to draw the prompts that I did not finish in 2019, and I drew them as tarot cards, and that was a lot of fun. I put a phrase with each one, so this would be more like an oracle deck, which I just got my first one a couple weeks ago. I'm going to show it on Tarot Tuesday in that series. But it's really got my imagination going is, well, if I took those 14 prompts that I missed last year plus the 31 this year, I'd have a deck of 45 cards. And I've had a lot of fun with each prompt, trying to think of an image and also kind of like a tarot card, mystic oracle card message. Very much an oracle, yes. So with fish, I have go with the flow. And my plan was to draw a fish. It was pretty easy, or a school of fish. Wisp. Wisp was one I went back and forth on, but the saying I have now is the details are easy to miss. And my goal was with all of these is to not use the word you or I and just make them very vague. Just as a card would be, it kind of points you in the right direction, but is it about you? Is it about someone else? Right? So it's keeping it vague. Bulky. I drew overflowed luggage, and I said it is okay to let things go. Right? Maybe you have too much on your plate. Radio. We did that one last week. Listen closely for the message. For the word blade, my message is, it is time to cut them off. And for rodent, which I'm getting to draw a rat again today, but for rodent, I wrote, someone is spreading secrets and lies. And I put in my notes I wanted to include the moon with the rodent, because it's kind of similar to the moon card, which was my card of the day yesterday. And the booklet for the Thoth deck suggested that it is the most, what was the word used? It was the most wicked card in the deck. But the moon card is pretty rough. It's about secrets and things being kept from you, but it's also about the trials that you must go through as a sorcerer or magic user to discover the universe. You have to go through some dark nights before you get to the light, really, as they say. So moving on to fancy, I wanted to do a special table setting here, and my saying is love yourself with luxurious things. The next prompt word is teeth, which I don't like drawing teeth. I decided my notes say I would draw a wolf, but when it came to the day, I felt more like drawing a cat, so that's what I did. Looked up references of cat teeth, which I don't recommend. I don't like teeth because it's a part of your skeleton that is just sticking out. Like when I would make faces in the mirror, and I still do this sometimes, I show all my teeth, like I pull out my gums and look at them, and then I get scared because I'm looking at my own skull, which freaks me out a little bit. But skeletons have always scared me since I was a child. Undead really are very unsettling to me, so a skeleton moving, I would say, is more scary than just a skeleton. So yeah, zombies really freak me out. And I had this debate with people about necromancy, and I just feel that's the disgusting, right? So that's the word today. We'll get back to the other two I'm skipping, but disgusting is repulsion. and it's for a good reason. It's protecting you. So when you find pests or mold or goo, like things that could hurt you, right? Open wounds, festering wounds, these are disgusting because they are harmful. And it's the same feeling I have towards a moving skeleton, necromancy. It's disgusting to me because bringing back the dead is not okay. Animating the dead. I'm not okay with necromancy. Just for the record, some people are into it, I guess, but no. It's also taboo to predict death using the tarot. If you even get a hint of that message, I would not deliver it to your client or friend that you were reading for. I have done that before, and I either pretend I didn't see it, which is probably the easiest, nicest thing to do, just don't acknowledge that message came through, or just stop the reading, which I did that once, and I got feedback later that that was even more scary. So I would just cover it up that you didn't see anything and just move on, because you don't want to give anyone that information, whether it's their death or someone else and they're close to. You don't need to predict anything like that. So back to teeth, my saying is the best defense is a good offense. And then the next day was throw. I I wrote LOL barf in my notes. I also wrote crumpled paper, which I did see a lot of people did crumpled paper and baseballs, just for the record. But I drew throw up. So and the saying for that day is give away negativity. I might write it as expel negativity, which I thought was interesting because in the 2019 clues, we had the word catch. And I drew a butterfly getting caught in a net, and it says receive the positivity. So this is kind of the counter card to catch would be throw. So I've been having a lot of fun thinking of phrases to go with it. When I did the 2019 makeup, I drew the whole tarot card as it would look, but I decided if I'm really going to do this, I can just fill up the page with more detail if I just draw the whole square. I'm also drawing the word in the way that I did before. I kind of like this whole font that I've been doing. So I can later scan these in, lasso out the word and the picture, and then manipulate it digitally along with the phrase. And then I don't have to worry about artistic scripting for the phrase itself. I can do that in the computer, hopefully, with just some text inserted, and kind of just compile this into a template that I'll make for the tarot card. I think that would be really fun. I've also got to make the back of the card at some point, which always intrigues me because it's kind of not really a tessellation, but kind of, where it fits together in a way that you can't tell if it's up or down from the back. I think that's what most cards do. My new set, as we saw, does not do that. So that's something I'm going to have to also think about, is the back of the card. It could just be something very simple. But I've looked into printing them. It's something you can do. You can print just one deck with this company that prints cards, and they'll print your custom tarot card deck or anything you want to print on cards. Maybe you've invented the new Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, right? You can print them off. So Magic the Gathering, there's another card game. So I added a little bit more detail, and then my cat jumped on top of my palette, and this was after I'd stopped filming, and I was just adding a little finishing details. So then he splattered paint all over it, and I think that just added a little bit more to the disgusting. So then I had to go wash ink off the cat. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you Tarot Tuesday. Have a good one.